Good evening. Welcome to Have I Got News for You? I'm Amol Rajan. In the news this week, Keir Starmer tries to explain to anyone who will listen, although it technically is Lord Ali's car, he is allowed exclusive use of it on weekdays. In Weybridge, Eamon Holmes' new girlfriend regrets trying to use his custom-made bidet. And in Kingston-upon-Thames, Ed Davey arrives at the funeral of a much-loved constituent.
He's wearing black, it's respectful.
On Ian's team tonight, a former Conservative MP and Brexiteer who is a member of the organisation Leave Means Leave, which is exactly what her constituents told her at the last election. Please welcome Dame Andrea Jenkyns. And on Paul's team tonight is an actor and comedian whose latest show was called On I Bang, which was, coincidentally, the working title for Boris Johnson's memoir. Please welcome Miles Jupp. We begin with the bigger news stories of the week. Ian and Andrea, take a look at this.
Right, that's Keir Starmer, isn't it? That's Sue Gray, she's gone. Ah, this is it. 100 days Keir Starmer's been Prime Minister, which is 2.5 Liz Trusses.
How would you rate Starmer's first 100 days, Ian? A success?
Well, he's still Prime Minister. Yeah. And in recent terms, that's pretty good going.
Yeah. What might have hastened Sue Gray's departure?
Free passes at number 10?
Was she caught snorting coke off a lilo?
No.
I don't think she was, just for the benefit of the lawyer that's listening. I don't think that's true at all.
According to The Times, Gray showed inexperience dealing with the press and shocked colleagues by referring to scumbag journalists. Good to see Private Eye still being read in number 10. Another accusation from Sue Gray's allies was that number 10 was too much like a boys' club. Were the Tories ever a boys' club?
No, I don't think so.
No, Boris and Co, no.
But some of them really love women, don't they? So.
Andrea, were you surprised by how many of your colleagues jumped before they were pushed at the last election?
No, I wasn't really.
At least you stuck around to face the music and you lost your seat at the
No,
election.
I mean, I believe in going down with a sinking ship, so... Yeah,
really?
Absolutely.
And you know you took your seat off Ed Balls? That means you're responsible for this.
If that had happened in a public park, he would have been arrested. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Maybe he's rehearsing for a Taylor Swift concert because his wife got some tickets, didn't she?
Oh.
She did indeed.
Yeah.
That is exactly right. According to The Sun, Sadiq Khan and Yvette Cooper put pressure on the Met Police to boost security for Taylor Swift at her London concert, which was attended by Sadiq Khan and Yvette Cooper.
Yeah.
Both have denied there is any link between the two things, which means that there was. What else has the government washed its hands of this week?
The Chagos Islands.
Yes, why did they do that, Ian?
Because over the last 30 years, the Chagos Islanders have been campaigning to be returned to their country, which Britain threw them off in terms of making a military base. But it's a final deal that's been done between us and Mauritius, and it's finally happened.
I mean, I was there, actually, at the protest this morning with the...
Were you?
Yes, with the Chagosians. So.
And what was your view?
It was the previous Labour government which worked with the US, wasn't it, to remove them from the islands. And they said, Starmer, you're a human rights lawyer and you've done it again. You know, we just want to
What, you've done the right thing?
No.
Because the Tories tried to blame this on Starmer, and then he pointed out that the person who'd set the process going this time was James Cleverly.
But is that the contest? Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but Cleverly then said, no, it wasn't me, it was Liz Truss. Because she was Foreign Secretary. You can't believe any of this, can you? And Liz Truss's supporters said, it wasn't Liz, it was Boris, because, God, he was Foreign Secretary. I mean, you wonder why this country gets in a bit of a mess.
What would you have done with the islands, then?
Me, I'd have given them back to them early on. If you read early Private Eyes, we did take up this cause.
Did you release a charity single, Ian?
We did. It was called Chagos and Dave. It was sort of...
Yes. You're quite right. So someone else is not happy about the decision this week. That was James Cleverley. Not been a great week for James Cleverley. What has he lost?
He came third in a two-horse race.
That's exactly right. Pippa Crerar in The Guardian reports that Cleverley was so confident about getting into the final, he tried to give some of his votes to Robert Jenrick to help knock out Kemi Badenoch, but it backfired when his team got the maths wrong. So in the end, some MPs who should have voted cleverly voted stupidly. But it comes after this quite extraordinary rallying cry. Do you remember this from last week?
Let's be more normal.
To which the Tory party said, no thanks. So we are down now to Robert Jenrick and Kemi Badenoch. Let's ask someone who really, really understands the Tory party. Paul, who's your money on?
Do you know what I imagined you just said to me? Is the answer Newport Pagnell? What was the point of asking me that? Have you not seen this show over the last 35 years? I'm waiting for the story that comes up with a monkey playing the harmonium. That's when I come alive. All this stuff, you're wasting your time with this. I don't watch the first 10 minutes of this show. I'll turn the sound down and play Boney M.
Which one? Is it Rah Rah Rasputin?
A bit too political for me, that one here.
What do you think happened?
I mean, I think, seriously, he got Lent votes and they wanted Bobby J. Kemi be in the final anyway.
Would you have voted for either of them had you still been able to have a vote, which you can't?
I'm not backing it. I'm actually not backing any of them.
Really? I mean, you're on the right of the party. You must be thrilled, mustn't you?
Yeah, but, I mean...
Good, that's all I need.
No, but they was... No, if you look at the voting record, they're more One Nation-y to me anyway. Yeah.
What, those two? God, you are right-wing, aren't you?
One Tory MP told The Times Grant Shapps was running the numbers for Cleverley, adding that Shapps was most likely trying to be a clever dick.
He was actually at Boris's book launch the night before as well, wasn't he?
Who was Grant Shapps?
No, Cleverley, yeah. He was at Boris's book launch rather than being on the phone to MPs.
So is that where it all went wrong for him, do you think? Because he was seeking Boris's...
Well, loads of MPs was there at the book launch, you see, so I think he was trying
they
to...
just miscalculated.
Yeah.
And did it go well, the book launch?
Oh, it was amazing. He was on fire, Boris, yeah.
Were you there? Blimey, and you
was getting my book signed, yeah. I was
You were getting
my
your
book
book signed. What did he write? This is fiction. No, I'm just guessing.
Ian, you're in there. You should be getting royalties.
Yeah, I'm in the book. He accuses me of being a liar, which is pretty funny.
I have to disagree there.
So you think I am a liar? Go on.
No, I think you're lovely. Do you know, behind...
A lovely liar?
No. Do you know, backstage, he's a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very supportive.
No, that is libelous. He did say the only thing he regretted was apologising over his behaviour in COVID. So when he said, I'm sorry, according to him, he was lying. That's it. That's the top headline in the book. I lied when I apologised for my behaviour during COVID. I shouldn't have apologised. No matter how many committees, no matter how much evidence, I should have just lied again. Have you read the book? Don't worry, he hasn't either.
I've read one chapter, actually, that's it.
Finally, for a Boris bonus point, I'm going to show you him responding to a question. And what I want you to do is to guess the question that he was asked that elicited this answer.
OK. Can you remember the occasion when your third child was conceived?
Is in fact the correct answer. Now, let's have a look at the question. This is from ITV's Tom Bradby.
Who would you like to see as leader of the Tory party?
Which name is he trying to say there?
Yeah.
He'll come back, won't he?
I don't think it's over for him, no.
You don't think it's over?
I still think Boris was one of our better prime ministers. Yeah. I see you selected the audience, you know. The people who don't like Boris or Conservatives. Yeah.
You can't just say you've selected the audience. You've got no evidence for that, no proof. It's just bollocks. This isn't GB News.
Hang on, isn't this GB News? I thought I was on GB. I'm in the wrong place altogether. Anyway, right. It has been another week...
don't go.
No.
Sorry, that was a bit late, wasn't it?
Yes, this is Labour's first 100 days in power. For all the upheaval, a Downing Street insider insisted that when it comes to delivery, the Prime Minister is laser-focused. That's pretty good, because he can give back all those glasses that he got for free. Paul and Miles, have a look at this.
There is. The Great Puppet.
Yes, there's the great puppet. Donald T. Rump. There is Kamala Harris. Oh, Elon Musk. Why is it the richest people in the world are also the weirdest?
Oh. There's the Puppet Master.
Yes, Bob Woodward's got a new book out, one of the original Watergate journalists, and it says that apparently Donald Trump sent Putin something called a COVID machine. I'm not sure what a COVID machine is.
Oh, it's that great machine they had in the lab that made that virus, do you remember? And
Yes.
Yeah, it was sort of, people were a bit iffy about it, but
Yeah.
it was scientifically a real breakthrough.
Yeah, it did what it was designed to do.
Yeah.
Do you remember those COVID tests? They were just like a little
The
bit...
lateral flow one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of COVID
I
tests?
absolutely loved them, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd get them in different flavours, couldn't you?
Yeah. I've stopped using cotton buds altogether.
Yeah.
How many times have they spoken since, Trump and Putin?
Oh, I'd say 7 times.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's why I said it. I wouldn't waste your time with hypothetical guesses.
He has. And this is all ahead of the American election, which is less than a month away. And Kamala Harris, the Democrat candidate, has been accused by critics of not doing interviews in her campaign. What's she actually been doing?
Interviews.
A lot of interviews,
Yeah.
yes. You might recall that she boasted to Oprah about shooting a home intruder.
Yes.
What sort of gun has Kamala Harris got?
A Glock. An Uzi. She strikes me as an Uzi sort of person.
Smith & Wesson.
It is a Glock. How do you know so much about guns?
Listen, I can't talk about my days at 5. So let's keep this side of the river.
Yeah.
It is indeed. Yeah, and what special power do the Democrats have, according to Marjorie Jewish Space Lasers Taylor Greene?
Oh, yeah, they can create hurricanes. They can manipulate the weather.
Taylor Greene said of the Democrats, yes, they can control the weather. It's ridiculous for anyone to lie and say it can't be done.
And now I see it written down.
Yeah. Lends it an authority, doesn't it?
Donald Trump must be getting pretty tired of saying pretty outrageous things himself, because what has he done to lighten the burden on himself?
Oh, he's brought on Elon Musk. Donald Trump had another rally at the place where the guy sort of shot his ear, and Elon Musk came on as a special guest and jumped up in the air and behaved very oddly.
He did. Melania Trump recalled her experience of the first assassination attempt on her husband. Do we know what she did?
Reloaded.
So we're quite familiar with Trump's very unique style of dancing. You've seen this?
Yes. Yeah.
But why might he be in big trouble for doing this on January the 6th, 2021?
Well, it's just, they're not the moves, are they? You do the left.
Well, this is the attack on the Senate, isn't it?
Yeah, well, according to the Washington Post, files issued recently by Special Counsel Jack Smith contend that because Trump entered to the Village People's YMCA, it proves that it was a campaign rally and Trump was not acting in his official capacity as president. Otherwise, he'd have come in on Hail to the Chief. And therefore, under the terms of the Supreme Court ruling, he has no immunity from prosecution.
Oh, that's clever.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And was he doing the letters R-I-O-T?
Yeah.
Fun to stay in a maximum security jail.
Meanwhile, Argentina's President Milei, you know...
Oh, yeah.
guy?
That's him doing the YMCA.
Yeah.
At least he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's got his arms up. Heaven's sake.
What's he been up to in America, do you know? You've been following him closely?
No, I haven't, no.
He's actually been delivering a speech to the UN General Assembly, for which he plagiarised huge chunks of dialogue from The West Wing.
That's brilliant.
And he then went off to the Wall Street Stock Exchange, where this is he. It is just amazing, isn't it, how one moment can capture a political career. What's going on in that photo, Andrea? For those who haven't seen it, that's you. What was going on there?
Well, you know Steve Bray, the big Remainer guy? Well, Boris was making his resignation speech. He was bellowing out there. And I just thought, you know, you've got what you want now. And it's on you, really.
Did it feel good?
Well, the funny thing is, I don't even really swear. I don't even use my fingers, so I don't know.
You don't use your fingers?
How'd you play the piano?
I use my thumbs, yeah.
Oh.
It's a northern thing, yeah.
It's a northern thing.
Hey, we couldn't have 4 fingers when I was growing up. 2 thumbs were good enough for my daddy, good enough for me. Didn't have a car, you had to hitchhike everywhere you went. That was all right. Didn't mind that.
And so to round 2. This is the Globe of News.
Globe of News.
Yeah, fingers on buzzers.
Yeah, OK. Spin, spin, spin. Oh, it's turned into a magic effect. Well, there's a knothole in that tree for certain. I've just found out where the squirrel hides his nuts. This is... Unbelievably, I know this is about a tree-hugging competition in Glasgow.
That's exactly right. Who was crowned the champion tree hugger?
Roger Oak.
You're in the right to...
Peter Willow.
Keep going.
George Willow.
No, keep going.
Sally Willow. Roger Willow.
It's female. An English name beginning with H.
Holly.
Harriet.
Holly Willow. Holly Willoughby. She jumped the queue and won.
No, you better tell us.
It was Hannah Willow.
Hannah Willow.
Let's have a look at Hannah Willow hugging this tree. And that is as much as we can show at this time of night. What did Hannah win?
Day release. Is that right?
No. No. As a result of her win, Hannah has now qualified to enter the international competition next year, held in the Halipu Forest, just over 100 miles north of the Arctic Circle. What a treat for her. Well done, Hannah. And in other news to do with names, who's Steve and what's he been up to in Scotland this week?
Bit general, isn't it?
Yeah.
The clues so far, someone called Peter and Scotland.
No, Steve.
Steve. Oh, Christ.
Hold on a sec.
That's much easier.
Steve is, in fact, a rare purple ribbon-like glow within the Northern Lights, which was visible in the skies... Look at that, it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
which was visible in the skies above Scotland and northern England this week. But the question is, why is it called Steve?
Named after the first person that identified it.
Peter.
Steve actually stands for Strong Thermal Emission Velocity Enhancement. According to the BBC, Steve is unpredictable and only lasts for a short time. As every wife of a Steve will tell you. What other weather phenomenon did the BBC warn us about this week?
Oh, hurricanes up to 14,000 miles per hour in Great Britain. There was a glitch on their weather thing, and so at one point it was saying that London, Salford was another place, 14,000 miles per hour wind.
Before that, there was a warning about temperature. So a glitch on the BBC weather website saw temperatures of 404 degrees centigrade in Nottingham.
That's quite warm, isn't it? You need to take your coat off for that.
And then, as you say, Paul, winds of 14,827 miles per hour in Windsor.
He's got Grant Shapps on the numbers. Yeah.
The way you said that, you made it sound like a medical complaint going to the doctors. I've got a touch of Grant Shapps. I've not been able to sit down straight for a fortnight.
This is the first Glasgow tree-hugging tournament, or as it will be known by historians, the only Glasgow tree-hugging tournament. Meanwhile, the north of England has been treated to a rare aurora called Steve. According to one scientist, you need to seek out a rural setting or park away from city lights, bring a reclining chair or blanket.
Fly, caught in the rhythm, reaching the sky. Lunch break with laughter that's brand new. Colleagues sharing stories, it's true. Chasing the clock, but never late. In this journey, it's never too great.
Then relax and wait for Steve. Which is also the instructions if you wish to go dogging.
I thought I recognised your voice. I'm thinking it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here we go. We're spinning the wheel. Oh, there we go. Spinning the globe. Yep. Oh, you're confident. Brackley in England.
Yeah, there's been a high-vis hugging competition. He's called Roger High-vis. No, I don't know.
That looks like the word pothole written on his jacket.
Ooh. Is it the man who just got so fed up he just started mending potholes himself?
Ah.
Exactly right, well done. His name is Mark Morrill. He's a former town mayor. What's his nickname?
Mark the pothole?
Mr. Pothole.
Mr. Pothole?
Yeah. He claims he's responsible for getting 10,000 potholes filled in.
Oh, good.
Good on him. He pesters the council, basically.
He's not going around with sort of tarmac and stuff. This is a letter-writing campaign. It's a sort of more Amnesty International approach.
In other road news, which motorway has been voted Britain's worst?
Oh, that was something like the M8, was it?
No.
I thought it was the
on the news.
M40.
No.
32.
No.
The M56.
M1 with all the
No.
speed cameras, no?
No, it's the M42. So a survey of road
Oh, I know
users...
I like that game. Can we do another one?
So that was your start for 10. I'm now going to give you 3 bonus questions on Britain's roads, and you may confirm, OK?
Right, yeah. Still ready.
Hislop, Magdalen.
Merton, slightly more cheerful.
That's not how it works in University Challenge, because you can't actually buzz in on the bonuses, but sod it.
How do you know?
Because well, I am involved, so...
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a mystery object one week.
Things and buzzers, here's your first bonus. Okay?
Yes.
Britain's worst motorway, the M42, connects Bromsgrove in Worcestershire with which Leicestershire town, 40 miles away?
Melton Mowbray.
No.
Is it Shakespeare?
It's Ashby de la Zouche.
Oh, good.
Question number 2. The A12 was voted Britain's worst A road. It connects London with which Suffolk...
Ipswich.
It's Lowestoft.
This is bloody hard.
This is quite hard. Well,
It's good.
finally, Britain's best A road received an 85% satisfaction rating. It connects Doncaster with Seaton Burn near Newcastle. What is it?
A3.
God, you lot are shit, man.
Did you say that on University Challenge?
Yeah.
We're not shit, Amol. We have drivers.
Yeah. It's the A19. And out they're gone. I'm afraid to say that's the end of the round, the end of the show, and the end of the series. Good night. Not really. Fingers on buzzers, teams. Something big happened.
In China?
Yeah.
What, with the planned economy? I don't
no,
think
no.
so.
It was to
Released
do-
a virus or something?
No. Ooh. No, they've not done that. Not this week. This is the news that a sewage pipe in China has violently exploded, and I think we need to see the event in question.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That would be my vote for the worst motorway.
This is the news that a Chinese sewage pipe exploded next to a busy road, covering passers-by with human waste. An incident described by Thames Water as pretty amateur. Time now for the missing words round, and we start with surprise after Gibbons spotted what?
Is it Dick Curdles?
Sorry?
I beg your pardon? Oh, I see. I thought you were talking about a bloke called Dick Curdle.
No!
Surprise after Gibbons spotted doing the robot dance.
Oh, wow.
Would you like to see said dancing Gibbon?
Yes, please.
Here it is. Sorry. Wrong clip. This is what we're looking for, this one here.
Hilarious. Doing the funky Gibbons, isn't it?
Do you think maybe that's just an electric fence? Next, make working from home more pleasurable by what?
Repeatedly telling people, oh, I'm not in the office today, I'm working from home.
No, we make working from home more pleasurable by using a lying down desk.
Oh.
Here is inventor Alex May under his desk.
It would be a good advert for a futon.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. What happened to futons? God, the past was great.
Yeah. No, you can still get a futon.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Have you got one with you?
This one was provided by Lord Ali.
Finally, merchandise for upcoming Oasis tour to include what?
Matching oven gloves.
Something you do this with.
A whip.
Is it disciplining interns?
Yeah. Was that an album track of theirs?
This is merchandise for upcoming Oasis tour to include...
Yeah.
Fly swatter.
That wasn't a fly swatter, what you were doing there.
Yes, it was. Have I got this wrong? A fly swatter is a kind of a vigorous...
You've not got it wrong, you're just too angry.
You've got to try and seduce them into a relaxed mood.
Have you tried low lighting?
So the final scores are Ian and Andrea have 3 points, Paul and Miles have 5 points.
Well done.
I don't know what that means. Congratulations. I wonder what that's for.
But
I appear to be on the losing team. Can't think
I'm
why.
always on it, so... I've rubbed off on you, haven't I?
Well, not yet.
before we go, there's just time for the caption competition.
Jeffrey, I don't want to embarrass you, but you've forgotten to put your socks on again.
I'm impressed that you managed to get your helmet over the handlebars.
On which lovely note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Dame Andrea Jenkyns, Paul Merton and Miles Jupp. And I leave you with news that Angela Rayner says there are no issues juggling her party lifestyle with the demands of government as she flies straight from a weekend in Ibiza to a military veterans event. At the City Hall in Pennsylvania, it's nearly time for a hot milky drink. And on a visit to a coffee shop, one man starts to understand how unpopular he's become as he notices the barista has spelt out "nobody likes you" on the top of his cappuccino. Good night.
God bless the United States. What should their version have I got news for you? US, press red for iPlayer. Well, next here on BBC One, he's fine with blood and guts, but what he can't face is honk and plop. No pregnant women. Comedy with The Cleaner.